How did you first get to Japan? So it was through LA, wasn't it? Did they recommend you?
Yes. Well, Fujinami came over. Fujinami came over and needed an opponent, and I was the young new opponent, and I was a rookie of the year in LA that year. Yeah, I have a nice black. Anyway, so Fujinami came over, and they actually went out, and I think gave tickets out in Chinatown or some of the little communities around there in LA. And we had a nice sized house because Japan was tempted. Their show from LA had Baba and Inoki, and not Baba and Inoki, but they had Inoki and Sandler, Sakaguchi, and whoever else was over there at that time. And they did the TV. So based on that match with Fujinami, I got to go for 6 weeks in January. And yeah, it was great. It was very cool, especially for a 21-year-old kid coming over and just flying into Tokyo the first time, staying at the Kyoto Plaza and going to the Hard Rock and going to the Ginza and going to all these places. Korean barbecue. We had ate Korean barbecue in LA. Al Madrill introduced me to it. And when we got over to Japan, and Korean barbecue is incredible. So it's the best. So, all that stuff, and I'm living my dream. It was excellent being in a foreign country, flying over in business class. I mean, they took great care of you, making incredible money for a 21-year-old kid.
How did you adjust to? Because obviously it's not as quite as westernized as it is now. But how did you adjust to the food situation?
I ate it. I actually loved it. I mean, I adjusted pretty good, and they had American food, or they had McDonald's over there too. So we ate that a few times, but for the most part, I was over there with Alan Quage, the Samoans, Bobby Duncombe, Tiger Singh.
Yeah, I've got a few more actually. Tiger Jeet Singh, the Cobra, Fujinami, Bad News Allen, Ken Patera. There were
Yeah,
a few of the
Patera.
names. Yeah.
Yeah, and they God, the business was so different then. I'm 21 years old, man, and I've got my eyes wide open. And we're out drinking or whatever we were doing, and we get back to the hotel, and there's girls outside the hotel. And back then, there was a referee named Peter. And I don't think he was too fond of the guy chain, the American guys. So he was yelling at the girls to get out of here, but in Japanese. And Bobby Duncombe, I'll never forget this. He put his arm around Peter and walked him over and says, "Hey, it's okay. Don't worry about it. We're going to take care of it." When Bobby came back, this girl was looking at me, and he brought her over to me, and we talked. She didn't speak English. So, you know what I mean? And that was the first tour of Japan. I'm going, holy shit, it was a really cool time. So it was different, but again, it was cool. It was like the States in that sense, people are people. And if you wanted to come upstairs and play checkers, we can.
The universal language of checkers.
Of course. Yes.
Did you ever
I didn't play chess. It was pretty simple back then. You move here, I move there. We go this way. I'll take your checker and you can take mine. King me, by the way. That's how we played.
And everyone's a winner at the end.
We all were winners and happy, yes. Just the next, she stayed the night, and the next morning it's snow on the ground. This is true too. I'm in Japan. I have no idea what city I'm in. And we wake up, and I realized, holy shit, I need to get her out of here now before anybody sees this, because this could be heat. The night before, yeah, come on, yeah. No. Next night, you're going, oh shit, how do I get her out? We made the checkerboard up, and we came downstairs, and I'll go outside, and I asked the lady at the desk, is there any way to call a cab? No English. And so we walk out. Nothing on the streets. It's like 6:30 in the morning. And I'm thinking, I'm in a foreign country with one of their residents. I don't know how to get her home. And I walked, and she's following me. I'm walking, and finally, by the miracle and by the hand of God, there came a taxi, and put her in the taxi. I gave him part of my draw, whatever the hell it was. Take her home. So, that's a Japanese story for you.
Give me your favorite Japanese beer. And I know what mine is, but you've got to give me the list of yours.
I like Kirin. I like
Yes,
Sapporo.
Kirin. That's the exact answer.
Yeah, sure do. Very nice. Very nice.
Did you ever work with Inoki or Tiger Jeet Singh?
Yes. You had tag matches with them, which was very cool because you actually got to interact with them too. I didn't work. I don't think I might have worked. I don't remember working with Tiger Jeet Singh because we were all on the same side back then. So they usually had the guys working against the Japanese opponents. And I did work with Inoki. I thought that was very, very cool.